by the end, he was having trouble feeding himself, he couldn't read, he was in bed all day, he was starting to lose his voice, and having a little occasional trouble swallowing, and those are all advancing symptoms. He'd always said, when I can't read, then I have nothing. I'd be fine as long as I can read. And when he couldn't read, that was just kind of the last straw. We voted for the legislation 3 times. We had talked about, over the years that when it came our time, that's something we wanted to be able to access. When it comes your time, you have to think it through. Is this really the time? We had our children here over President's Day all through the weekend, and we talked to them about it, and they supported us in that decision. And that was a very emotional conversation, to say the least. So the day the whole family had breakfast here, Vern and I went in and just listened to some music we love. And at noon, it had been kind of cloudy and inclement, but at noon the sun came out. So Marcus came in, our son, and he said, why don't we go outside? So they took him outside in his power chair and probably spent an hour or so. And he said he was getting sleepy and it needed to move along. Well, Brenda and our friend helped get the medication ready so that it was ready when he was. And so just Brenda, our daughter-in-law, and our friend were in the room with me, Vernon and me. And as he parked the power chair, he just grabbed one of the bars along the bed that he used to move from the chair to the bed. And he said, "This is the last damn time I have to grab this bar." And that was really touching. Anyway, he went through what I told you before. He just said yes, and he took it right down, and they left the room, and we sat on the side of the bed talking, and in about 3 minutes, he just tipped back and was asleep, and he was dead in about half an hour. The kids all came in. I had told him that somebody would be touching him all the time, and we were. So it was quite just as beautiful as he had hoped it would be. And at one time he didn't think we were going to be able to pull it off, so a week or two earlier, and his comment to the counselor was, it could be such a beautiful thing, and if I'm allowed to just live out to the very end of this, it won't be beautiful and everybody won't be here. And he wanted that, so it was beautiful. It was beautiful. It was just such a joy to him to have that power, not to have to die, unable to feed himself, unable to manage his own, all of his own personal dignities. That was a really good thing for him. And I can't speak for anyone else that feels, has watched their loved ones die. Everybody has to make their own choice on this one.